positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Horned Frogs offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go, here we go. Second down, they'll go to the air. Uncorks it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Dropping back, it's Gentry. Grabs it in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good game.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Trying to get it to the marker.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
And the Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. It's complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again.
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Gentry. They're setting up the screen. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Horned Frog. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to pass. It's Gentry. Under fire. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Still on his feet at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Gentry. They'll run the screen. Breaks the tackle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Missouri wants to go fast. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes a grab on the shot. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Here comes the heat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air. Trying to pull his way in. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Gentry. Under fire. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
27, jump.
Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Gentry. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
22-1.
He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-possession game, so there's still a chance. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Missouri!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Gentry. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Oh, quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Try and play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Handoff from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Gentry. He makes the grab. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth.